and welcome back to another video on the Football Zone. The transfer window is now closed and it's time to solely concentrate on football. And we've got another weekend preview coming up, and it doesn't get a much bigger game to start off with. Everton v Liverpool at Goodison Park. Everton come into this 100% record. Liverpool not 100% record following that embarrassing loss to Aston Villa. And you know what, I don't think they'll get the win here either. I think it will be a great game between two really good sides, and I can see it ending in a 1-1 draw. At Stamford Bridge, Chelsea host Southampton. Chelsea have had a okay start to the season, 7 points from 4. Maybe they would have expected a bit better. Southampton have won the last 2, so they're on the upwards trajectory. However, I just don't think they'll have enough quality to get past Southampton here. So I'm going to say a comfortable 2-0 win for Chelsea. The Etihad, Man City host Arsenal. Arsenal 9 points from 4. Man City really disappointing, 4 points from 3. But I do think they still have the quality to beat Arsenal comfortably, especially at the Etihad. So I'm going to say a 3-0 win for Man City. Newcastle host Manchester United at 8 PM on Saturday. And Newcastle, I think they'll be fairly happy with their start to the season, to be honest. 7 points from 4. Man United, 3 points from 3. Definitely not so much. This is a big game for them. Seems like pressure's building on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, so they'll desperately want to win. And I think they will get it. I'm going to say a 2-0 away win. First game on Sunday, Sheffield United host Fulham at Bramall Lane. And Sheffield United haven't got points so far, neither has Fulham. A bottom of the table clash. But I do think Sheffield United will pick up a much-needed win here. Fulham just don't look good enough. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is a great signing. That could change things around. But I can just see Sheffield United having a bit too much quality for them. So I'm going to say a scrappy 1-0 win. Every day once again on Sunday, Crystal Palace hosts Brighton. Neither side have got off to the greatest start. Brighton 3 from 4. Palace 6 from 4. So they've done all right. I can see Palace getting a win here. I think home advantage will do them good. I'm going to say 1-0 to Palace. Tottenham host West Ham in the London derby at 4:30 on Sunday. Could this be the day Gareth Bale makes his return? Who knows? Kane should be fit, so that'll be a big boost for them. West Ham have got Ben Rama in. That's a big signing, but I just don't think that'll be enough. I think Tottenham will get the win here pretty comfortably, despite West Ham's incredible form of late. So I'm going to say a 2-0 win for Spurs. That host Villa at 8 o'clock on Sunday, and this is a really intriguing one. Villa, of course, have got off to the most incredible start, and they'll be on a massive high following that win. Leicester have got off to a good start as well, and normally you back them to win, and at home I do think they will still win. It could be a really tight game. I'm going to go for a scrappy 1-0 win for the Foxes. From host Burnley on Monday, and this is a really interesting one. Burnley gets to get off the mark. West Brom on 1 point so far, so both teams, it's fair to say, have struggled so far. I do think Burnley have the stronger side, but West Brom's home advantage could come in handy, so I'm expecting a really tense game here. I do think it will be a draw. I'm going to say a 1-1 draw. Ellen Road Leeds host Wolves in what I'm expecting to be a really good game between two of the upper mid-table sides in the league, I would say. I think they will just be a draw. I don't think there's anything to separate these two sides, really, especially with Leeds at home. At Wolves, I may have said Wolves win, but I think it'll be 1-1 here. In the EFL on Friday night, Derby host Watford. Derby not have got off to a great start to the season. They picked up a really impressive win at Norwich before the break. Watford got off to a fairly decent start, but they'll be really gutted to lose to Reading, a game that I would say they probably should have won. I do think Watford will have a bit too much for Derby, so I'm going to say 2-0 win. Barnsley host high-fire line Bristol City on Saturday, and I just think losing Gerhard Struber is such a big blow for Barnsley. Bristol City are on such a high at the moment. I can only see one winner here, and I think it'll be quite a comfortable 2-0 victory for the Robins. Host Sheffield Wednesday on Saturday. I think Birmingham have enough to get the win here. Sheffield Wednesday have got off to a fairly decent start to the season, 5 points. Birmingham 6 points. I think home advantage will give Birmingham the win here, and I've been quite impressed with them so far, so I'm going to predict a 2-0 win for the Blues. Ewood Park, Blackburn hosts Chris Hughton's Nottingham Forest. Now, I do think that it's harsh to sack Sabri Lamucci this soon into the season, but Chris Hughton's a great appointment, and I do think he'll give a new manager's bounce here, and I do think it'll be a narrow but scrappy 1-0 win against Blackburn, who have started the season well. But I do think Forest will get the win. QPR face a tough trip to Bournemouth next, and I do think Bournemouth will have a bit too much for QPR here. I've been quite impressed with them so far under Jason Tindall, and I think that will continue here. QPR had a fairly decent start, but I do think this is a bit of a tough test, so I'm going to say 2-0 to Bournemouth. Brentford host Coventry next, and Brentford, they'll be really disappointed following that 4-2 loss to Preston. Coventry, of course, lost at home to Bournemouth. I do think Brentford will have a bit too much quality for them, even with missing Said Benrahma. So I'm going to say a 3-0 win for Brentford. Nathan Jones derby at Kenilworth Road, and what a job Nathan Jones has done at Luton. Complete opposite to what he did at Stoke. 9 points from 12 so far. Who saw that coming? That's probably even more surprising than Reading and Bristol City being top of the league. And Stoke, I thought they'd really kick on this season under O'Neill. 5 points from 4 so far. I think they'll be probably disappointed with that. And I can see Luton picking up another surprise win here. I think it'll be scrappy, cagey, but I do think they will pick up a 1-0 win. The Riverside, Middlesbrough host Reading, and this is a really interesting one. Earlier in the season I would have had this down as a Middlesbrough win, but Reading are just on such a good run at the moment. Middlesbrough hot and cold, but I do think Reading will have enough in them to pick up another win here. I'm going to say a 2-1 win. They don't concede many goals and they don't score too many, but I do think they will pick up a win here, and what a win that would be if they pull it off. Host Norwich next at the New York Stadium. Rotherham 12, 5 points from 4. I think they'll be fairly happy with their return. Norwich 4 points from 4. They'll be desperately disappointed. Even saying that though, I do think Norwich probably do have a bit too much quality for Rotherham. After all, one was playing in the Premier League last season, one was playing in League One. So I do think Norwich will pick up a 2-0 victory. Swansea host Huddersfield next. Swansea 4th in the table, 10 points. They will be fairly happy with their start, although I can see why they'd be disappointed. Lots going on behind the scenes at the moment. Huddersfield 19th, 4 from 4. They'll be happy with the last 2 games, first 2 not so much. But I do think Swansea will have more than enough here to get the win. They're just a better squad at the moment, and I can see them picking up a comfortable 2-0 dub. Wickham host Millwall next in the final game of Saturday, and Wickham, I'm going to say it again, they're just not at the Championship level. Millwall, I think they'll be fairly happy with their start. 5 points from 4 games. I think they will get a win here, although I don't think it'll be as easy as some people suggest. I'm going to say a narrow 1-0 win, maybe a late winner. Final game on Sunday, Preston host Cardiff. This is an interesting game. I think the two sides won't be too delighted with their starts of the season, both solidly mid-table. But I think they'll probably want to both be pushing for a playoff spot this year. I think these two are just so evenly matched at the moment. I just think they'll play out a 1-1 draw, to be honest, really. I just don't think there's anything that can separate them. Anyway guys, that's it for this video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Remember to follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily football news, and subscribe to my channels on the screen right now. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.